Hello, everyone, and peace of Christ, all of you. Um, First of all, I wish you really a very good year for a year to come and for the rest of your life. Here in the state where I am, we have about 30 minutes for supposedly to the new year. However, it doesn't matter really. Um, I was watching the news and see how the world celebrating the new year of the Lord, and it was funny that how Muslim countries spend a lot of money for the new year, but yet they hate the Christmas and they try to forbid the Christmas, like Malaysia. I saw how they are spending too much lights in Malaysia, but yet supposedly they are fighting the Christmas. And anyway, I hope time will go safe. Still here, my town is a crazy town, and here people do not use firework; they use firearms. So in 30 minutes from now, you will see crazy stuff here. So if you hear guns shooting, crazy guns, don't be afraid. Um, Welcome to America. And they take advantage because the police cannot stop people for very simple reason. I mean, there's no way the police can go after everybody. Yeah, nobody here use firework. Heavy guns machine, you will see. Anyway, I hope they will. I hope they will not do that. I mean, it's silly, but what you can do. No, it doesn't matter if you go out or not. I am next to the window. Anyway, I'm not a person who get afraid from. You see, guys, through my life, I've been through a lot of risk. And the funny, I know people who used to hide from it, and they are the one who die, and the one who did not hide from it, they are the one who live. So that's not really my concern. For sure, you have to be smart and not to be stupid. You remember before a few hours ago we were talking about not to go out at night and not to dress wrongly and etc. And then, like, especially if you are a female and you go and you dress very short clothes and you get drunk, and then you want to go back home at 4 a.m. in the morning. I noticed somebody in the text, he said, "Oh, you are playing the victim," and I find it very funny that somebody's saying that. You see, if you became a victim because of your foolishness, doesn't mean we don't blame the criminals for being criminals, but the criminal is there anyway. You choose to be his victim because you told him, "Hey, I'm here. I'm weak. I'm alone. I'm a female, and I'm wearing very inviting clothes, and I am drunk." So we are not we are not blaming the victim, but we are blaming foolishness. If you decide to be a fool, then get ready. There is a criminals everywhere. You don't go out. You see, me myself, I am a man. I don't go right now. Why am I going on the street now? It's crazy now. Who's going to be outside now? People get drunk. People get crazy. I mean, why want to go out? I don't find a reason for that. So if you go out and then you get fined, you find yourself in trouble. I mean, this is your problem, right? So we say okay, well, she is a victim. Yes, she is a victim, but she can avoid that. Be smart. The Bible says what you have to be smart. We have to be vigilant, and we have to be peaceful at the same time. But you go to a nightclub full of drunk people and people taking drugs. A person who takes drugs, he don't even see you as a human being. He see you maybe as a rabbit. You never know. You know what I mean? You might think you are associating with a person who look like a human, but maybe he don't see you like a human now because he is under drugs. People who take drugs, they are in different world. They are in different stage. They look like us. They are human like us. They are people like us, but they are not anymore in their normal behavior. So you have to be careful. There is risk everywhere. There's a druggy people everywhere. There's a criminals everywhere. And if you put yourself in the wrong time, wrong place, and then you complain about what happened to you, well, complain to yourself. It's going to be too late, right? This is what we want. What we are saying. We don't want anyone to get hurt, and we are not saying that if you are a victim, that's mean it's your we blame you, but we blame ourselves for a wrong decision. You know, like imagine I want to go and preach the gospel or talk about Muhammad in the in ISIS territory. I mean, obviously, I'm seeking death, correct? You have to be smart. So if they kill me, I mean, I told them come and kill me. I went there. So you have to be smart, my friend. All right, you have to be smart. Uh, every one of us can me myself, by the way, I have my own sense. Like I don't know how it works. It's hard to explain to you, but my sense never been wrong. I mean, I feel it's my if I feel something wrong, I don't do it. As simple as that. If I feel, even if there's nothing appear to be wrong in it, if I feel there is something wrong, I just stay away from it. It doesn't matter what it is, even if it's appear to be the best, you know. And thanks God, always I do the right thing. But all of us we face a lot of risk in our life. Sometimes temptation. You can be tempted. Me as a single man, I can be tempted. Someone, she is beautiful, she want to talk to you, or you as a young lady, or we get tempted. So we have to be careful about where we go, and if we find there is something wrong, we stay away, because wrong is very easy, the right is very hard. you know so we have to be careful, and we have to be really vigilant. Okay, well, thank you for those who are making donation. I really appreciate your donation. All right, today we will pay for the heating bill. 2 years ago, I don't mind to share my little of my private life. 2 years ago, I have a problem in the gas line, and I could not repair it. It was the worst year ever. It was a freezing cold, and my gas line wasn't working. And sometimes it's good to feel how it is, what it's mean to be really poor. You know, because nobody will feel what it's meant to be poor unless you became one, at least for a day or two or a year or God knows how long. Most of us we are celebrating now a new year, but for me myself, I would like to celebrate every day appreciation for what the Lord provide us. There's many they cannot afford to have a normal life. Like for us, what is normal today, for some people is like a dream. Those who live in the state, they are lucky, but yet American, they don't really feel how lucky they are. They think the whole world is America. In America, if you leave a TV, big screen TV in the street, nobody even pick it up. But in some other countries, until now, people don't even have a light. I saw houses, I saw people sleeping inside the tire. The tire for a car, literally tires in the side of the street. They sleep inside it. Like they put themselves inside the tire, and they sleep inside the tire. So if we start a new year, we should appreciate what we have, because maybe some of us think that they have little, but the fact we have a lot. And appreciation is the best way to enjoy your life. If you are a person who don't appreciate, you will never enjoy anything. It doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter what do you accomplish, you will never be happy. A person who don't appreciate, today he own a house, tomorrow he wanna own a villa, but he own a villa, he found himself, no, a villa is not enough, he wanna own a palace. Then he worked like a donkey for the coming 20 years, and then he own a palace, and then when he own a palace, he found that palace He have a friend, he own a bigger palace than his palace. So, you know, appreciation is a treasure. And appreciation not only of material, appreciation of people around us. Like I appreciate all of you, and I don't know how many of you appreciate me, but appreciation is very, very important for life, to live and to enjoy it. And the biggest problem in our life is that we don't really have appreciation. We have just let us say a goal, but not few they have the goal of appreciation. I don't know if what I'm saying is clear, but if you ask anyone, what do you want to do for the coming year? You know, everybody have an appreciation. I mean, a goal of accomplishing something, but how many they want or they have a goal of appreciation? I mean, very few, you know, because people don't think about it. You know, and the other day I was looking in my window and I saw a deer under the tree. It was a freezing cold outside. And I said to myself, look how beautiful this deer. But yet he is stronger than me. If I stay outside for 1 hour now, for sure I will be dead. So the deer, he should appreciate what he have. And me as a human, I should appreciate what I have. Now, maybe it's funny to say that deer should appreciate because he's an animal, right? But I guarantee you that still he appreciate. We are all creatures of God, and we feel it. We feel that we have something. We have a gift. So you look at the bird who live out today, this night, in this cold, and yet he can survive. And we are wearing clothes and we are inside the house, and if the heater is not working, we are in trouble. So try to enjoy your life through appreciation and see things maybe you don't notice in your life. It's like, human being, he will not notice how much lucky he is to have teeth until he lose them. You know what I mean? Like all your life have teeth, but suddenly when you lose your teeth, you will remember how priceless it is to have a teeth, right? Or you have a pain in your teeth. Like you're always happy with them, and suddenly you have a pain in your teeth. So suddenly you remember how it is good to have a healthy teeth. But usually we don't appreciate having teeth, right? I mean, it's there. Who cares? It's like, come on. Like, who is even going to remember that? Thank God I have teeth, But a little tooth, he will make you go crazy if you have pain. So appreciation is good, and it's beautiful, and maintain a good health for your brain and for your spirit. So if you are a married man, appreciate your wife. If you are married women, appreciate your husband, appreciate your family. Even all of us, we have bad and good, but sometime, even the bad can work for good. There is many things in life we think it is bad, but it might be good at the end. So try to appreciate and try to turn what is bad to be good for you. I am not going for holiday. I don't go for holiday, my friend. Holiday is for rich people. Anyway, your husband is what? The little acting tooth? That's a good one. See, some people, they have a lot of sense of humor. Anyway, always, always when you woke up in the morning, try to see things around you in different way. For me, I enjoy every day in my life. But the most I enjoy is somebody sending me message saying I left Islam, because this is what I do, and that this is my mission. And this is why I called the video today, how many would leave Islam in the year 2019, because of our videos. And I said our videos because people copy my videos, and that make them their videos. Because when you copy the video and you post the video somewhere, in YouTube or Facebook, somebody watch it, somebody leave Islam. That's mean you are the one who helped that person to leave this cult. So yes, it's our video, not my video. We pray that we will have more and more people leaving. This year actually was very successful for me. A lot of Muslims left Islam. I cannot even count. It's very hard to count. Like I can speak of those who I know them. I mean, they contacted me, but God knows how many they left Islam. They never contacted me. No, our videos is very, very strong and very effective, and it's doing great job. Same time, we are arming the Christians with knowledge, so nobody can fool your child. I remember many years ago, if you remember, like when the Muslims start making fun of us as Christian worship a man. So I launch, let us say, I don't know what they call it, a campaign. It's called Allah the Leg. I don't know who of you remember. So I focused for a few months speaking about Allah the Leg. And then one day I was watching a video on YouTube, and I saw comments down there. A Muslim guy, he said, you worship a man. And then a Christian person, he said, you worship a leg. So I became curious to know who is this person who is saying you worship a leg. And I click at the picture. It was like a kid. He's maybe 10 years old. And I was really happy to see that a Christian kid at this age, now he is able to silence the Muslims. Before, we do not know what to say to them. You say to them, okay, he's a man, but he's God in the same time, etc. But because you do not know much about how to silence them. And now we find a child, he is 10 years old, very, very, like he look, even he was like in the picture, I think he was doing something to his nose. It's funny. So I was happy to see a Christian child able to silence the Muslims with their madness when they accuse Jesus to be God, but yet they are worshiping a God who is a leg. He have 5 fingers. He have madness. And yet until now we could not find a Muslim to tell us who is even Allah. Every day we witness how the Muslims, they are suffering from this ability to explain who is God. Now guys, do you like this picture on the screen? Should I change it or good? I like this deer, very beautiful. Once during Christmas time, I went outside and I saw a deer like this. All right, but I thought it's a toy. Okay, I went outside and I saw a deer in front of the yard of my neighbor, and I was saying, man, how they can do it this way? I mean, it look real because he was not moving. I was saying, man, how they can do that? It look really real. And he's a male one. He have like the things in the top. So I was looking at him, how beautiful, and I want to get close to him to touch to see how they can do that. Because really he is not moving at all. And then I stepped like a few steps to him, and suddenly he jumped like crazy. Yeah. And those can kill you. They are not a joke. They can chase you. They can kill you. So it was like, what? It was a funny time. This is what happened to you when you are an Arab in the snow. Okay, just remember that. Anyway, so it was like, and until now I remember how I was looking at him and he was looking at me. But for me, because the deer, when they get scared, they freeze. They don't move. So he's so close to me. Suddenly I saw him, and suddenly he saw me. But for me, I thought, really, this is a toy. Yeah. Anyway. Exactly, an Arab in the snow. Yeah. And there's one thing I don't like about what I do. If you go on my Skype, you will see how the Christians are schooling me about how to talk to Muslims. Like today, a guy, he said to me, why you keep calling the Muslims ignorant? I mean, this is one of the funny things I notice about Christians. I love you, all of you, but please, for God's sake, don't do that to me. I know how to talk to them. If you think I am not talking in the right way, do better than me. Open your own YouTube channel and talk to them in your own way. And I pray that you will do better than me and you will bring more Muslims out of Islam. But you're upset because I'm calling Muslims ignorant. Well, they are ignorant. You know, sometime you might make fun of me for saying a word in English in the wrong way. Well, I am ignorant in English. What's wrong with that? You see, there is ignorance can sometimes bring shame, and there is ignorance. It's not a big deal. English is not my first language, and I did not really, even American, they make mistakes in English. But it's very strange that most of people who want to teach you how to talk to Muslims, they themselves, they never brought someone, he's a Muslim out of Islam. But yet they don't hesitate to send you messages, says, we as a Christians, we should not talk to Muslim like this. Okay, how we should talk to them? Give me a hug? What exactly? What do you want me to do? You know? Yeah, my English is very good to understand as long I'm not writing handwriting. If I write handwriting, me myself, I will not be able to read it after I write it. Anyway, so can you speak German? For sure. I mean, how in the world I will speak German? If I speak German, I would drive the German people crazy. You know. Well, I know, like you see, there's something people do not understand, that in order to speak to somebody, you need to understand his culture. For every culture, they have different rules and different understanding and different logic. So let me make it simple for you. We read from right to left. You read from left to right. And this is exactly how we think. We think the opposite of what you think. So the problem is, people, they try to read me from left to right. And that will not work. So what the Western do, they apply their culture, trying to understand Arab or Muslims from Pakistan or from India, from whatever, it doesn't work this way. You have to understand how people think, and then you speak to them in their own way, not in your own way. You see, in America, if you put your feet in the table speaking to somebody, is not a big deal. In the Middle East, if you do it, they will shoot you dead in the spot. So you better know how you talk to people, and how in the Middle East, if you are very kind, people, they think you are weak. They will take advantage of you. They will think we can intimidate you. Intimidation in the Middle East is a lifestyle, is not a temporary thing. So if you are a person who can intimidate, if you notice when Hijab was debating David Wood, what he was trying to do, he was trying his best to make a mockery, to intimidate. David Wood, he was not doing the same, because simply that guy is coming from Egypt and this guy is coming from America, and they are totally thinking different way. And this is why people thought, okay, this guy is successful because he was able to intimidate. He was making a mockery, this is why they cannot do the mockery with me. Who dare to do mockery with the Christian prince? You know that he cannot do that. So we need to understand how those people, they speak, and what they want, and what they want to say next. Debating Muslims is like playing chess, but you have to have a few steps in advance. Most of us, we as a Christians, we do one step backward, not forward. As an example, a Muslim, he asks you, the Bible is corrupt, what do? You start quoting for him verses, and you start saying to him, we have manuscript, etc., etc. But this guy, he heard this 1,000 times before. You think you would do better than the one before you? So there is something better to do. Hit him hard from his own belief, and then he cannot say to you, I don't believe you. You know what I mean? I think you're a fire sign. What does that mean? I don't believe in those stuff. This is pagan things, my friend. What fire sign and what that sign? Anyway, so right away when the Muslim he speak to you about something, think what he's trying to say, and then the answer should be based in what he just said, not based in what you want to say. Like there is things we like to say, but maybe we should not say it right now. You can watch my videos and you can learn really how to deal with them. We will never wear Muslims. My friend Adil, go and check my videos for the last month, and I guarantee you, if you count, you will find more than 30 Muslims at least. They left Islam live on air. At least. So when Muslims, you are wrong, my friend. We are winning Muslims, and as you see, we are the Arab, and we are destroying Islam. Islam is history. My videos is all over the internet, and I challenge anyone to refute what I say. If you look at the comment of the Muslims about what I say in videos, they're attacking me. Show your face, you know, if you are a man, show yourself. I mean, it's stupid stuff, but nobody can answer us. What about you, Adil? You wanna try, Mr. Adil? Guys, do you think Adil he dared to try? What do you think? Adil, he said you will never win a Muslim. Do you like to call me Mr. Adil? Do you like to call me? Let us see how sure you are. I guarantee you, you will not even be able to answer two words from what you will say. You know what? I will make a challenge to you that you ask me to ask you a question, and you will see you cannot ask me the question to ask you. I did check what? I did check already your video. Our big joke. Okay, well, what about you call me and then you can make a video of yourself with me and make Muslims laugh. Do you want to do that? What do you think, guys? Let us see who is the big joke. You want to do that? Shall I open my Skype for you, Mr. Adil? I think Adil, he is like a heavyweight, you know, boxer. What do you think, Adil? Don't chicken out. You want to call me? You can ask mommy and daddy if you want to call me, no problem. I would like to be sure that your parents approving that. Is that okay, my friend? Don't play dead, Adil. What happened? You want to call me? And look how easy I made it for you. You ask me what you like me to ask you, which means you call me, you say, Christian Prince, ask me this question. And I challenge you to answer the question you asked me to ask you. What do you think? You believe it? You ask me the question which you want me to ask you, and I challenge you to answer the question you asked me to ask you. Look, he's playing dead. He's not even moving now. Face to face. Here we go. Did you see, guys? I told you, face to face. Show me your face. I am in the internet. You are in the middle of nowhere, and you are asking me face to face. I mean, who is stupid here? The comedy of Muhammadan. Face to face. Hey, dear, do you see me? Dear, I challenge you to come to me face to face. But the deer in the wood now. I don't care. If you are a man enough, Mr. Deer, come to me face to face. But I am a deer, man. I am in the middle of nowhere, and you know, where are you? Come to me face to face if you are a man. I mean, look how silly, how stupid it is. What if I do the same to your God? Says to him, show me your face. Hey Allah, I challenge you to debate me face to face. I'm so glad you did not say shin to shin, because you Muslim worship a shin. And by the way, I appreciate the shin of Allah, because if Allah does not have a shin, I will hold in what? Because Allah is so big, you know, and I hold in his shin, and Allah cannot move no more, because Allah have one shin. Are you there, Adil? Uh-oh. It's 12. Do you hear it? Do you hear it? The shooting? Look. This is shooting. This is not firework. This is firework now. Here we go. This is shooting. There is some firework, but the majority are shooting. All right. Happy New Year, everybody. Yeah, actually, you know, they take advantage, because now the police, they cannot go after people where like there's no way you can go all over the town or the city. So you can shoot and nobody will notice. But for me, I will never do that. You know. Do we have any Abdul? Let's see, this is shooting. Yeah. Anyone? Anyone? That's it. You hear it? Non-stop. Look like my neighbor is not here, because my neighbor usually he you know, once I have a friend is getting closer. I have a friend, he came from the backyard and he want to make a surprise to me. So he put his head in the window, and before he moved his head, he found two guys behind him with their guns. They scared the hell of him. He said to him, what are you doing here? Why you came from the backyard? He said, I thought I'm just joking. He said, you don't joke in this town. There's no joking here. They will shoot you. Don't do that. Yeah, actually, but you know, I prefer a town full of guns better than a town have no guns, because it is very secure. Imagine you are a thief or a criminal or a terrorist and you want to attack those people. They will make you like the screen door in 2 seconds. You know what I mean? A terrorist here, he will not be able to survive 2 minutes. Sure, I have guns. Why I don't? I have guns since I was a kid. Nothing wrong with having guns. The wrong is what you do with it. If you are a criminal, this is a different story. Guns don't kill people. It's people kill people. A criminal, he can kill you by his arms. He can kill you by his hand. He can kill you by a rock. He can kill you by a car. He can kill you by anything. You know? Anyway, do we have any Abdul? Or so we can start the year with something blessing. Maybe we can find a Muslim who will leave Islam. If there's any Abdul willing to leave Islam today. If you have a gun you are intending to use. You know, Ilham, I don't like silly stuff, because what do you think if we have a police without guns? Who is going to protect you? When something wrong happened to you, you call somebody he have a gun to help you, not somebody he have a mosquito. So don't be silly, please. Right? When something wrong happened to you, you call somebody he have a gun to help you, and that is the policeman. So it's very silly to say when you have a gun you are intended to use. No, I have a gun, I don't shoot people. Right? That's silly to say. Uh, this is why the UK is not secure place. Here we go. I just heard today, before the new year, somebody stabbed 3 people in the station in Manchester, correct? Why? Because nobody have arms. Here, everybody have guns. Try to stab me, here you will see. If it's not me who shot you, somebody else will shoot you. You know, actually, even in America, cities which guns are forbidden, like Chicago, is the biggest crime city. Chicago is the biggest crime city in the state, and guns are not allowed. Why? Because people don't have guns. Only criminals can have their hands on guns. Criminals always they can get their guns easy. So what the government is doing in Chicago, they forbid the good citizens from having guns, but the criminals they can have guns. And this is how stupid the idea is. Do you hear it? Yeah. It is in your constitution. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that we have this in our constitution. And actually, before I come to the state in the Middle East, you know, I have, you know, we have arms. You know, if something happened to you, what you wait for the police. By the time the police come, if they come, you will be dead and your family. So having guns, you know, doesn't make you a bad person. It's how you do it. What do you do with it? I hope, my friend, you will never need a gun. But let me tell you a story which will make it funny for you. When I was in the Middle East, you know, a bunch of Christians, we go hiking, and they make fun of me. They make fun of me. Why? Because always I have a gun with me. And they say to me, why you carry a gun with you? Why you are carrying a gun? So we are hiking, and one day we have a storm, and the rain was very heavy, and we were trying to find a place to where we can hide until the storm is over. And then we start hearing the sounds of the hyena and the beast. And suddenly, all those Christians who make fun of me for having a gun, suddenly all of them, they are holding me from my arms. You have your gun with you, right? You have your gun with you, right? I said, what gun? He said, the gun you always have with you. Don't you have a gun with you? I said, yeah. I said, okay, that's good. Suddenly, my gun became so important. They were making fun of me always for having a gun. Now everybody love me for the but look what I said to them. I said to them, but by the way, I have only 1 bullet with me. They said, what? 1 bullet? What are you talking about? You carry a gun, you have only 1 bullet? I said, what I can do? I have 1 bullet with me. And they were saying, like, what? What? Why you are carrying 1 bullet? I was just making fun of them. There's no way I'm going, you know. But imagine they are making fun of me always for carrying a gun, and suddenly now, and when we sit in the ground, you know, we sit together, like, you know, because we can see even the eyes of those beasts, you know, their eyes is different. They are, just to teach you something, in the wood, if you see shiny, like kind of a green or blue, that is a beast. If you see something red, that is like a rabbit or a sheep or a donkey, is going to be red in the night when you hit the light on it. So they were sitting next to me, and nobody wanna, like, I was like, I can't even move. I said, like, give me a space. What if, okay, if a wolf or a hyena came, how I'm going to shoot him? You are holding me from both sides. Like, give me some space, you know. So this is how funny those people, they are against guns. They will not remember how important it is to have one until you need it, and then there's no way to say I'm sorry. It's too late, right? It's going to be very, very late. Anyway, people, they have their own logic, but the most people who make it you know, make me laugh is the Christians when they say we are against guns. You know, if you say to the Christians, do you know that Jesus said go and buy a sword? They will say, where? Huh? What are you talking about? Jesus said that? Yes, it's in the Bible. But I never heard a priest quoting that for us. Right? Isn't it Jesus? He said, do that. The one who don't have a gun, a sword, go and buy one. But Jesus did not have an army and did not ask anyone to kill anyone. You know, he knew that his disciples are going to go between towns and cities, and there's a lot of criminals and bandits. They will attack them. But people will not see that, you know. They see only what they like. This is firework. All right. He is from Lebanon, Basel himself. Think whatever you want. Do we have any Abdul here? Do we have any Abdul? Additional to Adil, who is asking his mommy if he can call me. Happy New Year, my friend. Happy New Year. Any Muslim? I used to love guns till I have a gun on my head. Yeah, but you know, still the gun is a gun. It's not the gun who kill you, it's people, you know. Don't, you know, be sure you are not with the wrong people. Like now, if you go outside, what do you expect to see in the street? I mean, there's good people, yes, but there's some bad people who they are high in drugs, drunk, God knows. Okay, get ready. So you better be smart. All right, look like we have an anti-gun movement here. For me, I have no problem with guns. The problem is with people, not with the guns. Guns are 1,000 times better than people, because simply uh, guns give you security, but the people don't give you security, because a lot of people are corrupt and false. Have you ever noticed how people behave? I don't know if you watch, like let us say an airplane crash, or like, you know, somebody suddenly became isolated. Suddenly you will see the real face of people, how they are, how selfish they are, how dangerous they are. And then you will notice that the one who is strong will take over the weak, right? As long we are in a civil society and we have our needs, everything is fine. But imagine now there's a war and the stores are empty from food, and there's no money and there's no jobs. What do you think people would do? You will see different kind of people. You know what I'm talking about? And then who is going to protect you? You will notice that a human being around you, they turn to be beast. And I hope that we will never reach that point. But anytime, you know, a war erupt between big nations, the whole world will collapse. You know, pray that in your time the world will not collapse. Imagine, like, you know, those crazy people, they want Russia and America to go in war. It's not going to be Russia and America only, the whole earth will be destroyed. And people will shoot each other over a case of rice. Human being, he will turn into a dangerous creature as soon as he get hungry. Do we have any Muslim would like to start our year with the blessing of Allah? Who wanna tell us about Allah today? Hmm? I like to learn about Allah to start my year with something nice. Yeah, as an example of Venezuela, right? If you go to Venezuela, kidnapping is a business now. You know, if they know you have little money in your house, they come and they kidnap you. They kidnap your wife, they kidnap your daughter, you know. But Venezuela was not like this. But suddenly the country collapsed, and when country collapse, things will go wrong. Everything will go wrong. Do we have any Abdul would like to call us? We pray always, my friend. We pray the Lord that's, you know, keep us safe and keep you safe and keep your family and keep the whole world in peace. But peace, time will come and peace will collapse. And you know, the coming wars are not going to be the same as before. It's going to be a lot more ugly. way ugly. And I hope we will not witness that. Do we have any Abdul would like to call us? Shall I open my Skype? If there's any Abdul would like to call me, please let me know. Only Abdul. Oh, not only chemical, not only. I saw the Russian the new Russian weapon where they can create tsunami. You know, they can flood almost half of USA in 2 hours. As simple as that. You know. So war is not going to be as before. Like they shoot a missile at you and you shoot a missile at them, and the missile will like kill maybe 50, 100 people. No, stories will be different. Yeah, actually, I believe now they are working in weather war, the war of weather. So um, there is they can they can control the weather in order to make a disaster. They can do that. So things is going beyond control, and one day somebody will be a crazy guy to become a president like Hitler, either USA or Russia or whatever. And then he will go crazy and he will make a decision, and the decision will burn the whole earth. It's going to happen sooner or later. There's bacteria war, there's uh, weather, there is tsunami, there's earthquake. They can even make an earthquake happen. I mean, look how powerful they became. Cyber war, you name it. USA is behind, actually. USA is behind in technology compared to Russia when it's come to war and power. Remember, Russia represent the Soviet Union, and Soviet Union was in one side and all of the West in one side. So until now, all the Western are not they cannot even match in any war with Russia. The Russian, they have a technology that even if you destroy all of Russia and nobody is still alive, their missiles will be reactivated when the radiation became high automatically. So they will shoot, they have a prepared target, and their missiles will shoot even if there is nobody to push the bomb. You know. And I'm very grateful that the one who have those power are not Muslims, because if the Muslims have this power, we are over. That's it. The whole earth is over. Imagine if the king of Saudi Arabia, he is the most powerful king in the world, what he would do? He will go Allahu Akbar, do jihad, either he convert to Islam or kill you all. Do we have any Abdul? Anyone? And actually, in the coming war, we will not have normal war like soldiers. Right now, I mean, most of the attacks USA is doing by using a drone. An airplane have no pilot in it. It's just by computer, like a computer game. And this is what the Russians are doing too. And I believe time will come, not long from now, we will have soldiers in the field who they are not a human, and you will see everything will change. Soon you will ride an airplane and there's nobody in it there's no pilot. It's just a computer. The same as your train in England. You know, there's no driver. It's a computer. Muhammad, he have a mole in his body. Yeah, I saw that mole actually, to be honest with you. You see, all things you see in fiction movies today is going to happen tomorrow. If you watch movies which made 20 years ago, fiction movies 20 years ago, we have what they were talking about today. Just go back on time and watch. It's exactly, what we have. So what is fiction today is going to be real tomorrow. When I was in school, a Chinese teacher, he taught us they are working in a project that you can taste food through the internet. But he said they did not receive the approval. I think like there's a government thing. I mean, to approve, it's like dangerous because people they can use it to harm or to do things, etc. So they were able, imagine, there's like a sensor you put in your skin or in your you wear it in your head, and then that sensor will transform electricity, to your brain and give you the taste. So you will feel the taste in your tongue. So like you see, you click at this dish, you want to order it, you can taste the dish without even eating it. Imagine. So all those things, they used to be fictions, and they are supposedly fictions, but just wait. And a nuclear bomb is the smallest one. There's now bigger than a nuclear. Nuclear is the one is like a tomato now. Do we have any Muslim here? Okay, but who? There's a Muslim wanna call me? Only Muslims, I will take their calls. No Christians, please. I want to start my new year with the Muslim Abdul. Maybe we can make Abdul leave Islam. Do we have any Muslim? No, my friend. You see, if you know how many people they know me, they will not believe it. People maybe think because how many subscription you have. For me, I should have more than anyone. All those people, But always I lose my account. That's why I have many account, because I have an account a year or two maximum, and then they ban me, they fight me. But doesn't matter really. My videos are all over the YouTube. This is why I always ask people to download my videos. So do we have any Muslim would like to call us? Any Muslim? Even Arab Christian, they call Allah. Yes, this is true that Arab Christian, they use the word Allah, but this is not because the God, their God name is Allah. That because they are under the occupation of Muslims for 1400 years. If I make you sit in the city of ISIS, they will make you say Allah too. For one day, not 1 week. In one day, you will say Allah. So don't be a foolish. Allah is the name of the God of Islam, is not a word meaning God. For Christians, they use the word as a word meaning God because they are being forced to. And me as an Arab Christian, I confirm that to you. For us, the only God we know is the one his name is mentioned in the Bible. If you come find me in my Bible, the word Allah, not in the translation, then you are a winner. Did you ask yourself why only those who live in Islamic countries they use the word Allah? Yeah, my Skype is off because only I want Muslims to call me. So only if there is a Muslim, he say will call me, I will open Skype. Only Muslims. Do we have any Muslim? why I should turn my Skype on? I said only Muslims. Let us see, maybe we can get a Muslim. You never know. Let us do fishing. Fishing is good. We will open Skype, but please, if you are a Christian, don't call me. Again, only Muslims. Because my experience is I say only Muslim and then Christians call me. If I say only Christians, Muslims call me. All right, here we go. Skype is coming on. Okay. If you are a Muslim, text me. If you are a Muslim, text me and I will call you. Abdul Muhammad. Let us see Abdul Muhammad. Abdul Muhammad, you like to call? Okay, let's see this guy here. We have two Muslims. Let us see which one of them want to call us first. Look at this guy. He said Muhammad prophesied in the drying of the sea. My friend, if Muhammad was here with me, his panty will get wet, not the sea will dry. Which sea is drying? The Sea of Galilee is drying. And Muhammad prophesied the sea is drying. Oh boy. Only Muhammad he can prophesy those stuff. Nobody. Call me so we can laugh about Muhammad drying, speaking about the drying of the sea. Go ahead, call me so we can laugh. Who is the Muslim wanna call? Muhammad he prophesy that if a Muslim he raise his head before the Imam, Allah will make his head the head of a donkey. I mean, at least make it a head of a deer. That is more beautiful. A donkey. We could not find something better. Can you show me one Muslim who rose his head before the Imam finished the prayer? Allah he made his head a head of a donkey. Who is a Muslim wanna call? Man, I need to spend like 2 days to answer the people here. They are texting me. If you see my Skype, guys, you get scared. Endless. Anyone? I'm just reading the comment of the Abdul. 90% of the comments of the Abdul is about showing me your face. and I don't know why they want to see my face. You know, I'm going to change the way I think about myself. I think I'm very handsome. I mean, otherwise, why they are asking me to show my face? Let me go and let me. I want to buy a mirror. You know, for a long time I did not have a mirror in my house because I don't want to see that. But because of the Muslim keep requesting to see my face, I mean, obviously there's something unique about it. I mean, why they want to see my face? Maybe I'm their God, Allah. Hmm? Show me your face. That's the best you can do. What about you show me your answer? My voice sound handsome. Hmm. Yeah. You see, sound is very important, by the way. Voice is very important because um, voice carry an energy, and if the energy is bad, usually the sound is bad. So if you feel good about some voices, not necessarily singers, but energy of the voice, that's a good sign. So where is the Muslims? Here we go. My Skype is open. Who is a Muslim wanna call me? Hmm? Anyone? No one? I am sound like an old man. Yes, I'm very old. Is that will make a difference for you if I am old or young? Actually, according to my family, they told me I was born long time ago, to the point nobody remember when. Some historian they said I am in the same generation of Adam, but I'm not sure about that. By the way, I think this is exaggeration. Now, do we have any Muslim? Yeah, yeah. What is your thought on Tommy Robinson? I don't know him much, but I think he is the guy is trying to do best for his country, and he have the right to do so. But look like he came in the wrong time, between the wrong nation. People in these days became liberals, and when you are in a nation full of liberals, hmm, good luck. To find a wife in the year 2019, I don't think I will ever find a wife unless she found me. So we will see. Can you give me the hadith about Satan, shaitan instrument? Okay, I will teach you a trick, Sheriff. Just type the word instrument in the hadith.com and you will find the hadith. Here we go. What do you think? Just find it. Just type the word instrument there in English and you will find it. Well, I hope the Lord will send me a wife, but you know, if I have or not, that will not change anything. Because maybe if I get married, I will not be able to give the same time I am doing right now. Because it's going to be very hard to have a woman who accept that her husband will spend most of his day speaking to people, not to her. You know what I mean? So maybe it's better to stay single. Christian fake. How are you, host boss? I like your name, host boss. Which one is first? Is that like your last name is boss or your first name is which what host mean? Is that a disease or this is something? Did you see a doctor? Host boss. Be careful, my friend, because I heard that those things they are they carry infection. Do we have any Abdul? Ayatul Kursi. Well, one of the funny things about this chapter of the chair that the Muslim believe if you read it upside down, you can fight the genie. But as you know, Muhammad himself was under the control of the genie. Hmm? Muhammad himself, he could not find his own genie. But where is the Muslims today? Ah, they are drunk. I have sent me a message about salawat prayer. What does that mean? And do you think really I can follow up with all the messages people they send me? It's endless. Any Abdul? Who is a Muslim? He is proud about his religion. Okay, Abdul Muhammad. Abdul Muhammad, he sent me a private part of his prophet. Very good Muslim. Any Abdul? Nobody? Close my eyes. Why I want to close my eyes? I am a man, not a kid. And the funny, their prophet, he have a private part, but he could not use it. Even the hadith says that the prophet, he used to imagine himself having sex. So maybe he should send his private part to his prophet Muhammad. Maybe he can do better with it. Do we have any Muslim here would like to call us? And why you want women to call me, my friend? Let the men talk to us. Anyone? Nobody? Nobody know, nobody know, nobody know, nobody. Da-da-dum, nobody. Nobody know, nobody know, nobody know, nobody. Nobody know. Not even Allah. Muhammad do not know. Muslims do not know. Allah knows best, but Allah do not know. This is how stupid this religion is. If I respond to your text somewhere, don't be offended. And if you don't like to me to respond, don't ask me them private questions. I don't believe in signs. Somebody asked about my signs, like what sign I am born. I said this is pagan, have nothing to do with you. This is what I believe. So if you don't like me to hear that, don't ask me, don't say. What signs? Did the Bible teach you to have signs and whatever you believe in those things? What signs? We Christians should not believe in this garbage. All those who believe in science and they read science, they never have a good success life. So why the sign is not working for them? They go before they get married and they make a study. Okay, I am from the sign of etc. and you are from the sign of etc. and that make us successful. And then after 2 years they get divorced. Right? So it's a fiction. It's not real. So you don't like me to mention. There's nothing personal here. No, my friend, those people will never debate me. They are potatoes. Happy New Year, my friend. Like there's people who read the future and they make a business. There's a lot of people make a lot of money from this in many countries. Well, I will give you a very simple answer. Somebody can see the future. Can't he see which lotto number will win? You know what I mean? Are you getting my point? The one who can read the future, well, he will go and buy the lotto, and that's it. If I know which lotto is going to win the chemist with the draw, that's it. I will go and buy it. I mean, why am I madness? My friend, don't tell me if you read science or if you care for science. I was answering in general, nothing personal. Stop doing that, please. Nothing personal. If you say something in text and I answer you, I'm not insulting you. Don't take it personal. I am just answering what I believe. Do you want me to say what I believe or not? You don't have to accept what I'm saying, but I'm not insulting you. Do we have any Abdul? The poor guy Abdul, he keep making a new account and trying to send more pictures, but he do not know that I have a software I activated which block anyone send me pictures automatically, which means I don't even see you, I don't even look at you. Potatoes. You are the sons of your father, the devil. If your father is not the devil, you will not send a picture of your private part. Filthy like your father. From their fruits you shall know them. Let your private part help you when you see your Islam collapsing. Let your private help you to get Jerusalem back. What about you send your private part picture to Netanyahu and then he will withdraw from Jerusalem immediately? What a stupid people. Any Abdul? Salawat mean a prayer. Anyone? Any Muslim? Let us see. No Muslims. Do you see value in Christians studying Arabic language in order to study Islam more in depth? I don't see many Christians taking Islam seriously, and more liberals feel in love with it. The more of a duty it become to refute. No, the liberals are not in love with Islam. The liberals are in love with anything is stupid. The liberals, the second they notice that you don't like Islam because you're a Christian, they take the side of Islam. As simple as that. Whatever make you as a Christian unhappy, liberals they take the side of that thing. As very simple, you know. Uh, you say like you say left, they say right. You say right, they say left. Doesn't matter what you say. Where is the Abdul? You know, like if you ask those who make movies, why in their movies don't insult Muhammad? Because you insult Muhammad, you might get killed. But you insult Jesus, you can say therefore the word Jesus, nobody will kill you. This is the word, how the word it is. The word today is the word of, if you are a criminal, people respect you. Respect, fear, which mean, it's not about like being decent or, otherwise they will make fun of Muhammad. But Muhammad is a criminal, and those who believe in Muhammad, they are following the step of Muhammad. But for us, we don't care. We say the truth as it is. Muhammad is a false prophet. I will say it from now until next 1,000 years, as long as I'm alive. So, do we have any Muslim would like to call us? Anyone? However, it doesn't matter what the Muslims try to do. Islam is very easy religion to defeat. But as I said, the key of defeating any disease is to know it. If you do not know it, anyone can make fun of you. The more you know, the more you can fight it better. A Christian Muslim relationship should be the break up right away. What do you mean relationship? You mean for marriage? Like male and female? That's absolutely bad. You see, first of all, the Muslims, they don't even respect their own women who they are Muslims. So how they will respect you? The Quran says we are dirty. So why you want to believe that you can marry a man who believe that you are dirty? Muhammad allowed them to sleep with you as a female, but he don't allow the Christian man to sleep with a Muslim woman. The purpose is the breed, because the children of a female, they will go to the male. So as long the husband is a Muslim, then we guarantee the children will be Muslims. So relationship between a Muslim person and a Christian person, doesn't matter of male or female, absolutely wrong. Sooner or later you will find that you have a chaos in your house, and what you will do when your children start asking who is God. What you say Jesus, he say Allah? What you would do? And then what you would do to your children if he start teaching them that we should fight and kill the Christians and the Jews? What you would do? But I believe that people who get involved with marriage from Muslims, they don't care for God, they don't care for religion. At least in that stage when they do it. Because if you care, you will not. You know, for me, even if I meet a Christian woman, even if she is supposedly Christian, but she is not really Christian, I will not marry her. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing is called Christian by birth. There's a Christian in belief. So why I want to do that to myself? It doesn't matter. It's about you. If you are a person who converted to Christianity by faith, not because of a man. Like if you know, once a Muslim woman, she tried to convince me that she's in love with me and she want to marry me, and she said she is willing to convert to Christianity. I said no, I will not accept that for a very simple reason. You are converting just for a man. You don't believe. You know that will make me and make you a hypocrite. So if a person convert before he met you, not because of you, and became a Christian, and he is there a Christian for many years and prove that he is a Christian, then yeah, you can have a family with this person. Why not? But not a person who have a he convert or she convert just to have you in the bed. You know what I mean? Because that will destroy your family very soon. A Muslim man, he is allowed to have many wives. So don't be upset if you go back. Let us say he is. Once I spoke to a woman. She's from England, I think. She said her husband he started going to Jordan. He's from Jordan, and in the beginning he used to go like once every few years, and then after that he goes every few months. And later she found out that he have a new wife. She is 17 years old, and this woman now she is 50 or almost in her 50. And I said to her, well, he is a Muslim. You know, you marry a Muslim, right? Don't you know? She said, yeah. So don't you know that he's allowed to marry more than one wife? She said, yeah, but we live in England. I said, okay, he did not marry in England. He married the second wife, and he will marry the third wife in Jordan. Have fun. You brought that to yourself. You married a man who believe in such a thing, right? It's like, you know, having a partnership with the wrong, let us say, culture. Everything is different between you and him. The man, he can beat you in Islam. Chapter 4, verse number 34. He can beat you literally. There's a movie, it's called Not Without My Daughter. Anyone saw it? Anyone saw the movie? It's an old movie about an American woman, naive woman. She married an Iranian doctor. The doctor, he's very nice, he's educated, etc. But this is in America. But as soon they went to Iran, she became a goat. In Iran, he is a Muslim. In America, he's a different person. Have fun. So why you want to put yourself and your future and your family in such a risk? Your country is full of men. You cannot find a man to marry from except a Muslim who is from different religion, different culture, different belief. Why you want to do that? And if you marry a person, let us say he is open-minded, as they call them, which is funny. I don't believe in such a thing. And he don't pray, etc. What is your guarantee that tomorrow he will not pray and he will turn into the mosque and he will remember that he's a Muslim? What is your guarantee? Do you have a guarantee? Light and darkness, they don't live together, not under one roof. The Bible speak about exception, like if you are a person who became, he was a Muslim and he was married to a Muslim woman, or doesn't matter which one of them became a Christian. In this case only, you can stay as married to that person, because the Lord, he don't prefer you to destroy your marriage because you became a Christian. So as long you can survive it, stay there. Do we have any Abdul? Until now we have zero Abdul. Not only I don't advise you actually to marry not someone from different belief, even if from different culture. Like me, I am myself, I'm an Arab, as an example, from the Middle East. So there's things I don't accept my wife to do. We have different culture. Maybe for you as an American, there's things you do normally and you don't think this is offending me. For me, I have some things will offend me if you do it. So you have to understand, when you marry a person coming from there, even if he isn't a Christian like me, you have to accept what he's coming with. Otherwise, you will have a big problem. For me, there's no way my wife, she can stay out of home until like 9 or 10 p.m. by herself. I will never accept that. I will never accept my wife wearing very revealing clothes. First, because I'm a Christian. Secondly, I believe this is not why. I mean, why a woman, she wanna go and her breast is coming out or her skirt is like 1 inch? What is the purpose? So when you want to marry from a person, you better know what he believe in and what he stand for, what he agree, what he refuse, and then you have to put yourself. Do you agree with this? Do you want to live like that? Maybe you don't. Maybe you like to be in the bikini all day. Maybe you believe that you can have a male friend, you can visit him in his house. For me, I will never accept that. What male friend? You don't go to visit a guy in his house. So if you believe in that, then we cannot, we are no match. So you have to be careful. It's not about a Muslim, it's about things. There's things is acceptable, is things is wrong. Like some people, they say they are open-minded. I don't never heard of something stupid as saying I am open-minded. Because what open-minded mean? Do you like if somebody sleep with your wife is okay for you? What does that mean, open-minded? Open-minded mean I accept anything. I mean, this is stupid. I'm open-minded. And I believe that the rules should be goes to both. Like for me, I will never accept to go and have a friends, but they will not suitable to be friends to my wife too. Which mean if I go out, I take my wife with me. Now, not for sure, not necessarily always she have to go with me, but if I accept I will stay late, then we stay late out together. Not the women stay home and the guy he stay until 1 a.m. in the morning and he come back, but the women, she cannot stay out. You know what I mean? The rules goes for both equally. So you don't stay late outside by yourself. I don't stay late outside by myself. It's not because you are a woman and I'm a man. I don't accept you to have a male friend, you visit him at home, and I don't accept me to have a female friend, I visit her at home. Because simply this is not right. If you have a friend, meet them in a coffee shop and take your wife with you. Let us say you have a female friend and you know her for many years. What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong. But if she's a friend, well, why she would be your friend only? Now you are not living by yourself, you have a wife. Right? There is no Abdul today. Today it's like it's a dry day. Very dry. They are drunk still, like it's a New Year Eve, so I understand. A Muslim is asking me if I became a Christian. I don't know if he's listening. Look like this guy is thinking to convert. He's a Muslim. It's saying to me, if I became a Christian, what I gain in heaven. Let me show you his text. Do you see it? If I became a Christian, what do I gain in heaven? First of all, if you are thinking about what you will gain, I advise you not to become a Christian, because believing in God is not about self-esteem and what I will gain. It's about you believe in the right thing to do. See, always avoid such a people who have such a mentality. Let us say we were talking about relationship. Imagine you have a son or a daughter or even a wife thinking about having a relationship with you, and the reason she will not have a relationship with you is what she will gain. So as soon that gain is not there, she will leave you or he will leave you, right? So those people, they don't believe in God. Those people, they believe in gain. That's why he's a Muslim. In heaven, his God will make his penis endless. He will give him a lot of women for sex. So he's asking now, okay, I will leave Islam, what you will give me? Do you see the mentality? Did you notice the wrong mentality? Like, what your God will give me? It's like we have a competition who will give more, like in the election in the Middle East. You know, they bribe the voters before you vote. They go and say to you, if you vote for me, I will give you $2 as an example, like if you're a poor country like in Egypt. So what I will gain, I don't care, you know, you will gain, you will not go to hell. What I will gain. Isn't it that enough? You will not go to hell. Be happy with Muhammad, stay there. What I will gain. People sometimes, I don't know, they have like a brain of a child. What I will gain. Sometimes I feel like animals, they think more clear than us. You know, animals, they do things for a reason. A human being, they don't do things for a reason. They do things for stupid reasons. Any Muslim? Thank you for those who made donation tonight. Always think about it this way, that if you will do something, if you are a person who calculate things, what I will gain, then that's mean you are a person who is always selfish, you know, and selfishness is anti-Christ spirit. You see, once somebody asked me about the yoga. They said, what do you think about the yoga? I heard even some Christian priests, they are under the influence of such a yoga. I believe yoga is a very wrong practice because it teaches you how to be selfishness or selfish. You focus on yourself, you make yourself the center of the world, and you think only about yourself. The time you want to spend for yoga for 2 hours sitting in your bum, what about you go and help somebody, he cannot cut his grass? What about going to someone is poor and he cannot afford something? I mean, work for 2 hours extra and give the money for this poor person. You know what I mean? What is yoga? The best example of the failure of those who practice yoga is Thailand. How many of you been in Thailand? How many of you been in Thailand before? Thailand is a big center for the Buddha religion, right? But is a big center for human trafficking and sex business. There's temples every corner. There's a Buddha priest everywhere, but there is a hooker every corner. Why the Buddha culture is not working good for the benefit of the Thai people. It's okay, my friend. Thank you for donating or not. It's all right. So, you know, they forbid you from killing dogs in Thailand, dogs all over the street. It is haram. It's haram to kill the dog, but the girls, the poor girls, 10 years old, they are taken to prostitution. The priests, they fight against killing dogs, but they have no problem with their daughters taken into sex traffic. Are you know what I'm saying, guys? No, I don't talk about Buddha, our ally. There's nothing is called ally, my friend. Wrong is wrong. There's nothing is called ally. Buddhism is a very wrong religion and is not making people live better. I can say they are better than the Muslims for sure. They are a lot more peaceful, but I'm talking about that this religion is not making people better in many ways. Because you see, any religion doesn't matter if it's made by who. The purpose is to make us better people, right? So can you explain to me why this prostitution madness? Are you getting my idea? They are upset from silly stuff, but they are upset from their daughters are being taken into sex and to sex business and sex traffic. There is stories are very scary. This is like a big crime happening there. Children are taken into slavery, sex slavery. Where is the priest? Especially we are talking about a country which does not separate between religion and government. The priests there are very powerful. Like the country is controlled by a priest almost. So this is supposedly a religious country. It's like we speak about Saudi Arabia. Go to Saudi Arabia. It's the most corrupt country ever. Mosque in every corner. Everybody have to attend the prayer every day. If you don't come to the mosque in your neighborhood 3 days, the police will come to your house and they will check you out why you did not come to the mosque. Did you become an atheist? Did you leave Islam? Did you become a Christian? Are you a communist? So in such a country, you expect what? You expect supposedly a very religious people, but drugs, prostitution, madness. So there is a failure. In America, people are free. Religion have no control of anyone. We don't have a religious control of the president, or actually even they are fighting us even not to have the Bible in school, even not to have the Bible in a hotel. So we have no control. Right? Anyway, don't take a side with something just because okay they are against Islam and because we are against Islam. Speak the truth. Like I have some Hindu friends and they are nice people. I respect them. I love them. But if you ask me about Hinduism, I believe it's wrong. What does have to do with this? This is my belief. Don't be a hypocrite. You know what I mean? Say your belief no matter who you speak to. Please, if you want to call me, text me first, tell me that you are a Muslim, and then I will allow you to call me. I changed the setup because many people they are calling for stupid things, showing their Bum. You know, the Muhammad was like that always. When he speak to the Jews, he is a Jew. When he speak to the the Muslims, his followers, he's a Muslim. But the Christian is a Christian. Like Obama. Obama in the election, you know, he hold the Bible, he start quoting verses from the Bible. Suddenly he became religious, but all his life is making fun of the Bible. He went to Jerusalem, suddenly he is a Jew. He was making fun of the Old Testament. He go to the Muslim, he quote Quran. He sit with the atheist, he's an atheist. He go with the gays, he's a gay. If you want to do that, then you are no Christian. Say you believe wherever you go. Doesn't matter you speak with who. Otherwise, we are the same as the rest. You know, they change their color and their skin color and their idea and their view, you know. This is what the Muslims do. When a Muslim man he speak to a black person, he speak about the white man slavery. But when he speak with the white man to convert him to Islam, he never mentioned slavery. So he used the weakness of a Muslim of a black man, his history, to make him leave Christianity, make him believe that Christianity made him a slave. When the fact the white man he bought the slaves from the Arab man. All the slaves came to the West, Europe and America came from North Africa, captured by the Arab Muslims, sold by the Arab Muslims. Go check the history. It will take you 2 seconds if you search in Google. We don't change the way we speak. We say it as it is. Do we have any Muslim would like to call me? Anyone? You know, I lost my respect to many Christians who supposedly they are bishops and etc. just because they are hypocrite the same as the Muslims. You ask them about Islam, they start saying to you, you know, Muslims are people who believe in Abraham and we share many things, and you know all those this garbage. I mean, obviously this guy is full of lies. But yet he is a Christian bishop, supposedly. People respect him. My friend, if you want to donate, you can donate in Patreon or you can donate here, but maybe in Patreon is better. It's up to you. And if you could not, well, thank you very much for trying. God bless you. And not only that, by the way, look what somebody said. The Pope was kissing the Quran. My friend, let us not to judge this way. I know what he did and I know what happened. I don't agree with him, but doesn't mean he is a bad person. The same one you are speaking about is the same one who said Muhammad he brought nothing but evil. And when he said that, the Muslims start killing Christians in the Middle East. So let us be fair. The Sheikh he kissed the Bible. The guy he is visiting their mosque, and he was polite. I don't agree with him. He kissed the Quran in return. The Pope is a political leader. He is the president of a country. It's called the Vatican. And whoever work in politics, it is politics. I don't care about which platform, my friend. As long as it's working, it's working. Yeah, it's still fine. There's no problem. Any Abdul? And by the way, like there's many people they attack the Catholic and they say even they fabricate lies that the Catholic they created Islam, which is a big fat lie. In fact, nobody fought Islam as much as the Catholic. And if not the Catholic, all of Europe will be Muslim from long time ago. I'm not a Catholic, but I say the truth. Lies, many people they live lies. You see, okay, there's some people they don't like the Catholics, so we make lies about them. The same as the Muslims. Muslims they make lies about us in order to make the Muslims not to think about converting to Christianity or thinking that we are good people. And there is many who they are devilish people, who they create lies in order to fool the naive ones in their churches to make them believe that the Catholic are evil people. And look, they are the one who created Islam. But nobody want to investigate and check if this is true or not. Copy paste. You know what I mean? Copy paste. But this is absolutely false. If the Catholic they did that, I will be the first one to tell you. As simple as that. But the fact is the opposite. Debate TV. The Skype is Debate TV. And Dina and Rina, the Catholic, no, they are not bad. There is a child molestation everywhere, and there's people who they are criminals everywhere. That's not true, my friend. And I believe that the devil is attacking the Catholic Church by those people is not the opposite as you think. You see, the Messiah, he said, be aware from false teacher who will come to you in a clothes of sheep, but they are wolves. And look what you do. The Catholic Church have millions of priests, tens of millions actually. So let us say from the tens of millions, there's let us say 10,000 they are criminals. This is still nothing. Imagine you have a country, have let us say 30 million population, and then you say to me, we found that there is 10,000 of them are criminals. That's nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you want to judge, you judge the majority, not the minority. What you are doing, you are judging the minority, you are judging the majority by the minority. And that is hypocrisy. Do you understand me, guys? There's a child molesters everywhere. You can go right now and check. You will find priests who they are Protestant. You will find sheikhs who they are Muslims like Muhammad. You will find everywhere. But this is the biggest belief in the earth. The Catholic until now they are the biggest, and they have millions and millions of priests and nuns. It's a huge. And look, it's like you are judging a human body by a mole in his body. This is how small they are in the body of the Catholic Church. But people they see only the pimple in your face. They forgot that you have a nice face, but okay, you have a pimple. Right? Do you understand me, guys, what I'm saying? Don't be silly and don't be stupid. I'm not a Catholic, but I say things as it is. I don't care really for names of churches. If there is somebody is a child molester, he is a child molester, not the Catholic. Spit on his face. He will go and he will be with the devil. The Lord, he said, you will know them from their fruits. But that for every individual, not for a church name. What if you go to a church, let us say, you go to a church and you are Protestant, and then later we find that the Protestant priest was a child molester like Muhammad. Does that mean you're a child molester too? Are we following people? Be smart, be smart. Don't be silly and don't be naive. Judge individuals, not groups. If I am a bad person, does that mean Christ is a bad person? Let us do that to Christ too. Because here we go, the Muslim, they will say the same. They will say, okay, here we go, there is a, there's a prostitute, she wear a cross. This is what you are doing. Does that mean Christ, he taught those women to be prostitutes? What about we do that to Christ too? There's many hypocrites everywhere. So please, when you come to my chat, don't mention the word Catholic, don't mention the word Protestant, don't mention the word Orthodox. They don't count for me. What count for me is the name of Jesus. If you are a follower of Jesus, you are welcome to be with me, to support what I do, to stand with me. If you are a follower of a priest, go and take your priest with you. As simple as that. And I will be happy even if you stop donation from me. I don't want donation from people who support men. Support God. Stand with your belief, not with a person who is a priest. Or you see, when somebody donate to me, you're not donating to me, you donate to what I do. You don't even know me. Do you know me? Like the gentleman here who gave just $100. If he see me tomorrow in a coffee shop sitting next to him, he will not know that's the Christian Prince. So what made him take $100 from his pocket and give it to a person he do not know? Because he support the good cause I'm doing. So support the good cause, not a person. What people they do, they go against a person or against an individual, and they make it like the issue we are fighting for. We are not fighting for people. We are not fighting for a human. We are not fighting for a guy. We are fighting for right and wrong. Stand with the one who stand for right against the wrong, not for a title or for a group. All of those who they are here, they make a donation, etc. They don't even know who's a Christian Prince. So what make those people take their money from their pocket and send it? They know what he do. So we have to be smart, and we have, in the Quran, let me show you what the Quran teach. Maybe some people here, they are new. The Quran says in chapter 5 verse number 14 that Allah will spread hate and enmity between the Christians until the judgment day. Which mean, if you are a person who cannot even love your brother in Christ who is from different church, and you throw rocks at him, you are serving the devil, not Jesus. Read with me. Do you see it? Jesus says to us, love your enemy, which means even the Muslim, we have to love them. But suddenly you hate the Catholic, and suddenly the Catholic hate you as a Protestant. What kind of Christians, both of you? If you both practice that, both of you are not Christians. So you say to me, we should love the Muslims, but you say to me, we should hate the Catholic, or we should hate the Protestant. What kind of a Christian we are? We love our enemy, but we cannot love our brother. And as you see, the plan of the devil in front of you, this is the Quran. Allah speaking, suppose he's saying that I will spread hate and enmity between us until judgment day. So each one of you who spread hate and enmity between Christians is serving the devil, not Christ. And this is why I warn you against priests who teach hatred between the Christians. They are not serving Jesus. It doesn't matter if they are Catholic, Protestant, I don't care. I know from both sides, people stop talking to me. They don't talk to me no more. They are priests. Why? Because I say what I just said. I don't care. Don't talk to me. All right, my friend, why you want Skype to be online? Only Muslims can call me. Only Muslims can call me. If you are a Muslim, tell me, and I will let you call. I will call you back. We have a guy. His name is Ali. Let us see. He said, call me, but he is not answering now. Mr. Ali, you did not answer. Let us see another Muslim. Okay, this is why you have a very bad internet, is not working. Let us see who else. If you are a Muslim only, you can call me. And don't send me links and etc. I will not open them. Anyone? So I want, I want all the Christians to be united. I hate to see Christians are fighting together. This is a shame. I don't care if you're a Catholic or a Protestant. Who care? Who care? From their fruits you shall know them. The Lord, he will not ask you what church you go to. The Catholic, they believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. They believe in the baptism. They believe that the Messiah was crucified. They believe that he's coming back. They believe in his resurrection. And you do the same. So look what we do. We look over, we try to find differences to fight. When we share the same Lord, the same belief, everything we have. But the priest, my friend, the priest is our problem. The priest who they are serving the devil, who divide us, who hate to see us united. I follow the Messiah. I don't care what church you go to. All those names are not exist in the Bible. There's nothing called Catholic, there's nothing called Protestant, there's nothing called Orthodox. And heaven is the hand of God, not in the hand of a priest. Most of them, they are corrupt like Muhammad. They are businessmen. They speak about how much we should give to God, but all of them, they have nice houses, big houses like Muhammad, 13 houses. Anyone he say I don't like Catholic, I will ban you. Be careful. Don't say that in my text. In my, you don't. But I don't like stupidity here. Who are you to like Catholic or not to like them? Is that an ice cream? I mean, how stupid is that of you? Where is this guy? What's his name? I don't like Catholic. Let me ban you. And your name is Jesus Christ. You have no idea what Jesus Christ is about. How you are a follower of Jesus Christ and you said I don't like Catholic? If Jesus said to you, love your enemy, you idiot. You are a certified donkey. You are no Christian. Fake people. I don't like Catholic. I don't like Protestant. Why? They are ice cream. They are people. They are human. Let us say they are even Buddhas. Madness, man. I feel sorry for the woman. She will marry you. She will commit suicide after in the second day, because after 2 days from marrying her, you will say to her, I don't like your family. I don't like your son. I don't like your face. Do we have any Abdul here? No, the Catholic are people, my friend. The Catholic are not a bunch of goats. Somebody told you when somebody says he don't like the Catholic, he mean a chair. The Catholic is more than a billion human being. So you are saying to me I don't like 1 billion human beings. So what we would do for them? Should we call Hitler to kill them? You see, I fight Islam, but I fight Christians too, because the Christians, many of them, they are deceived by the devil. While the devil taking their children one by one, trying to convert them to the cult of Islam or atheism or etc., they are busy fighting each other. You know, divide, you conquer. This is exactly who they are. They are naive. They have no idea. A person who is fighting his brother in Christ is the same person, the same as a person who put his finger in his nose, digging for a bigger, and he think it's a salad, and then he put it in his mouth, and he enjoy it. Hmm. Anyway, in China they say he lived as a donkey, he never came back as a horse. So choose what you want to be. Take my advice, my friend. Don't be a Catholic, don't be a Protestant, don't be Orthodox. Priest, they will take you to hell. Jesus will take you to heaven. Follow the Messiah. Okay, anyone who attacked the Catholic or a Protestant, please admins ban him. Not put him time out, just ban him. Bye-bye. This is what we do here. I don't allow people to divide us. I believe anyone who will attack the Protestant or the Catholic or the Orthodox, he is serving the devil, and I will smash you under my foot. You are not welcome here. The funny, each time I do what I do today, I go and I find people, they say, I'm not going to donate to you no more. Please don't donate to me. I am not for sale, my friend. I am not owned by the Catholic. I am not owned by the Protestant. I am not owned by the Orthodox. I am owned by my Lord. Do your best. The Lord is my provider. All those people here are my beloved, and I never ask any one of them what the church they go to. Show me your fruits, I will tell you who you are. I'm not stupid, I am not silly. Only silly people, they see only in the front of them a Catholic. Catholic is a Christian person who loves Jesus, you idiot. Protestant is a person who loves Jesus too. So shame on you. It's a shame. Imagine Christ is watching us right now, and he looking at you. Look at you. What you will say? Very sad. Yeah, we will ban anyone will attack the Catholic or Protestant or Orthodox. I will ban you. I don't care. Don't come here again. This is my rules. You don't like it, it's up to you. Leave. Go to a channel where people they fight each other and they bite like dogs. We don't do that here. Here, all of us, we are brothers and sisters. You don't like it, you leave. Is that clear? And by the way, there's many Muslims, they will come here and they will play Catholic and they will play Protestant so they can make you fight. They knew what they are doing. You know, he will come with a name and he will call himself Jesus Christ. You know, I don't like the Catholic. I guarantee you that this guy is a Muslim. You know, in order to make you to fight. And there's many naive of us, you know, they fell into the trap. Very naive. This is why the Muslim, by the way, they cannot find how they can fight me. This guy, he don't accept to insult the Catholic. This guy, he don't take a side of a Protestant or Catholic or Orthodox. This guy is going by what his Lord taught him. So how we can take him down? Right? And I don't like to see anyone say I'm a Catholic, I'm Protestant. Please keep those information for yourself. I do not need to know. You do not need to tell. What we care for here, my name is a Christian prince, not Catholic prince or Protestant prince. We remember that we belong to one name. The Bible says there is no Greek, there's no Hebrew, there's no free, there's no slave, there's no male, there's no female. For all of us, one by him. Who is him? Jesus. So you make a decision, you belong to who, and then let me know. Anyone? Do we have any Muslim? Any Abdul? You know, I made videos. How many of you watch? How many of you saw me making videos against someone is a Protestant, and making videos against someone he is a Catholic, and making videos against someone he is a Jew, and making someone against somebody he is a bishop, he is an Orthodox? I do. Go and search the internet. I don't take a side. You say something stupid, I am all over you. I don't care who you are. My friend, take no side but the side of the truth, so you earn respect yourself, and the Lord will count you when days come. People who change their side because of hypocrisy, it's like a party. My party, your party. This is politics. This is not about God no more. The way I see you is how much you serve Jesus. Tell me how many people you brought to Christ, and don't tell me about what a church you go to. Who care what church you go to? Let us see how many people you made them believe in Jesus. What Jesus did. Anyone remember did what Jesus said when he washed the feet of his apostle? Who remember? Who can quote for us the verse? If you don't do what I do, you are telling him, you want to wash our feet? Our Lord the Messiah, he washed the feet. And look what you do. You don't wash the feet of anyone. You throw shoes at people. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? If you want to be really a teacher, you want to be someone people listen to, be a servant. Love them. Love people first. You see, the Jews, they made fun of Jesus because he was speaking to the one who is a sinner. I mean, how you sinner? This is a guy. This is. Do you know what you are talking to? Jesus said, "I came to the sick." So let us say, this church or that church they have a sickness, and you think you are the doctor, you are the healthy one. Well, they need you. Teach them, show them, love them. Don't throw rocks. Isn't it your Lord who said, I came to the sick one? And this is what we do with the Muslims. We don't hate the Muslims, and I will never hate the Muslims. I'm doing the order of my Lord who came for the sick one. You know, the Messiah, when he was on the cross, he said, Father, forgive them, they don't know what they are doing. Imagine, people are crucifying him, putting nails in his hands, in his feet, insulting him, humiliating him, and he is saying, forgive them, Father, they don't know what they are doing. How many of us can do such a thing? What the Catholic did to you? Or you want to go back in history and says there is a war and etc. Everybody committed crimes at that time. When the Lord, he taught us how to pray, our Father art of heaven, what he said in that prayer, maybe the Christians or maybe some of us forgot what this prayer is about. The most important part of this prayer is to forgive. All of us, we do wrong. All of us, we do sin. All of us, we harm somebody somehow. So how we can be Christians if we cannot live as Jesus taught us to be?
Matthew 6. Take heed that ye do not your alms before men, to be seen of them. Otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth, that thine alms may be in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray, standing in the synagogues, and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut to thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. But when ye pray, use not vain repetitions, as the heathen do, for they think that they shall be heard for their much speaking. Be not ye therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth what things ye have need of, before ye ask him. After this manner therefore pray ye, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen.
Amen. That is Jesus, my friend. Anyone he teach you something different as a lifestyle, he is not Christian, no matter who he is. You see, when I was like a teenage, I was wondering which one I should follow. I mean, Orthodox, Catholic, Protestant. And then I noticed that this is really not what Christ is about. The more I study, the more I learn, the more I notice that Christ, he did not wanted us to be any of this. He wanted us to be his followers. There is only one name to follow. All other names are fake and corrupt and sinners. Imagine I say to you, okay, I want to be your teacher and you follow me, but I am a sinner man. Should I count for you my sin? I mean, why you want to follow a sinner man? Why you trust a sinner man? I don't even trust my own self because I might get tempted tomorrow. We have only one name to trust: the Good Shepherd, the good God. So when you put your trust in the wrong place, I feel sorry for you. You will be very disappointed. My friend, we talk about Islam 24 hours, 7 days a week. Can't we talk about Jesus for 2 minutes? Like, are you really in a rush? Come on. Don't you have enough of me speaking about Islam? Come on. Let us talk about Islam. Let us talk about Islam. Do you see the Muslims are fighting like coming like rain on me? If somebody call me, I will take him. Take it easy. Bring me Muslims. Here we go. I'm here. Let us make hummus. I would like to do hummus right now. You know, by the way, I receive I receive an email from a guy. He said to me, "How you are an Arab and you support Israel?" I said, "I do not support Israel." He said, "No, you do. I saw many videos of you." I said, "No." He said, "No." Yes. I said, "No." So he sent me in Skype. He sent me my videos. He started looking for my video supporting Israel. I said, "I do not support Israel there." He said, "So what you are saying?" I said, "This is the land of Israel." He said, "Do you see?" I said, "I do not support Israel." I just said the truth. I support the truth, my friend. The truth is that this is the land of Israel. So do you see how the mentality work? For this guy, he see it as I'm supporting Israel. For me, I see it, I am supporting the truth. If this is the house of this guy, it doesn't matter who is this guy. He is the one who owned the house. I am a Christian person who support the truth. I don't support a person because he's a person. I support because what he belonged to or what he deserved. This is the land of the Jews. Who is the one who built Jerusalem? The Jews. So Jerusalem belonged to who? To the Jews. People are funny. And sometimes people, they have a brain of a goat. Once I was in the Middle East, and the teacher, he said, the Jews, they occupy Jerusalem, the Jews, they occupy. So I said to him, "Sir, I have a page here I want you to see." And he, okay, okay. He says, "And Solomon, he built Jerusalem." I said, "Who is Solomon?" I said, Prophet Solomon. I said, "Yeah, but who is he?" He said, "He's Prophet Solomon." I said, "He's a Jew, right?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay. So why you are saying to us the Jews, they occupy Israel? They are the one who built the city. This is their city." Honest to God, he said to me, "Get out. Get out of the classroom. Get out." I said, "Okay, I'm getting out." Who care? Got him busted. It's in the same book you are teaching us in the class. It says that the one who built Jerusalem is Suleiman. So why you are saying to us this is not the land of Suleiman if Suleiman is the one who built the city? History is written by corrupt people. Once our teacher was teaching us, you know, we have like a section about Arabic scientists or Arab scientists, and the teacher, he wrote in the board, Al-Khwarizmi. Huh. You know, I said to myself, Al-Khwarizmi, 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 what the heck does that mean? So I said, "Sir, what Al-Khwarizmi mean?" He said, it's mean he is from Khwarizm. I said, "Okay, and where is Khwarizm?" He said, "It's in Iran." I said, "So why you are saying to us he's an Arab scientist? Is he, if he's from Iran, he's a Persian?" Look at the corrupt. They are stealing names from the Persian just because they are scientists, and they put them in our books, in the history books of the Arab, that they are Arab scientists. The guy is from Khwarizm. He is a Persian. His first name is Persian. His last name is a Persian, and he speaks Persian only. And yet in our book, he's an Arab. Again, he said to me, you asked too much. Okay, sit down. I said, but sir, this is you just said he's from Iran. How does I said, I don't know. Just don't ask me. They said he's an Arab. It's an Arab. That's it. This is how our history is. And who dare to question? Who dare? They say to you, Al Jabratu, the one who made Al Jabratu is a Muslim. The one who made Al Jabratu, he is Yazidi. Yazidi. He is actually from the Sabian specifically. How you made him a Muslim? The guy is not an Arab. He don't even speak Arabic, which means it's not his first language. They speak Aramaic, and those people are Sabian. They are not Muslims. Well, we make him Muslim. Anyone in 10 years from now, they will make Steve, what's his name, the founder of Apple, they will make him a Muslim. Just wait. You know, his father is a Syrian, right? But this guy, he never grew up in a Muslim family. He never believed in Islam. But after 50 years, they will make a book about him that is Steve Jobs, his name. They will give him a Muslim name and they will make him a Muslim. Just wait. There's a captain. There's a captain who used to do program it's like, you know, like now we have like Discovery Channel, like, you know, for nature. So he used to do a record in the sea, in the ocean. His name is Captain Cousteau, I think. After the guy he died, they say he converted to Islam. Christian Prince, he will die one day. They will say he converted to Islam. Yeah. This is how the Middle East work. Lies, and you know, you repeat a lie 100 times, you believe it. Everything is based on lies and stupidity. And the more stupid you are, the more smart you are. But to be honest with you, the most funny schools in the world is the Middle Eastern schools. Unbelievable. Let us see this guy here. Are you a Muslim? See, I'm not allowing people to call me directly anymore because there's many they are calling just for fun and became too much. So now you have to contact me and then I will call you back. Any one of you watch one day Al-Qaddafi when he was saying Al-Qaddafi he's an Arab? Anyone saw the video of Al-Qaddafi? Actually, I tried to find it, but I could not find it. Al-Qaddafi was making a speech, and he said, everything the Western have is from us. As an example, Shakespeare, his real name is Shakespeare. Shakespeare, his real name is Shakespeare. Here we go. Even Shakespeare is a Muslim, and his real name is an Arab. Not only Muslim, he's an Arab, and his real name is Shakespeare. And then Al-Qaddafi said, democracy. Where the Western they got the word democracy from? From democracy. Democracy mean bring the chairs in the Libyan, you know, democracy. What democracy have to? Democracy. Hey, here we go. It's from us. Even democracy, you took it from Libya, from Al-Qaddafi. Welcome to the shish kebab land. Honestly, yeah, like you die laughing. I mean, and nobody dare to say anything. I mean, who dare? Who dare to say this guy is a liar? I mean, do you dare? He will kill you and your family. They will disappear. Do we have any Abdul? Yeah, everything is founded by them. They will say to you, we are the one who created the number zero. My friend, since you created the number zero, you stay in zero. You are not the one who created zero. The Iranian, they are proud that they have a weapon now and they have missiles, but the engine is made in Korea. Even the fuel is not their own fuel. They don't know how to make a fuel for missiles. The ships is coming from either from China or from Russia. I mean, the whole thing is not made from them. So, and then they write the name of the missile, Allahu Akbar. They write Al Khomeini as an example, and that will make it Iranian missiles. The same in Qatar. In Qatar, the American companies, they open branches there, so they make the whole let us say not tank. I mean, what they call them, those ones for soldiers to carry soldiers. I don't know what the name. So uh, they are made in America, but in Qatar they put them together. But the one who work there, even there, is not even American, not Qatari. They are foreigners, like from Philippines, from etc. And then they say this is made in Qatar. All right. Yeah. Any Abdul? Man, 2019 is very dry. We started the first 2 hours in 2019 and not a single Muslim. And you know the funny thing about our people in the Middle East, each time we lose a war, we celebrate the lose. You know, they lost Jerusalem, they celebrate Jerusalem lost. They call it victory. They lost in the 1973, they call it victory. I mean, each time they lose, they claim that they won. What are you talking about? Like, potato, you just lost Jerusalem. Allahu Akbar, brother. We be victorious, brother. What do you mean victorious? You lost a land in the size of Israel 3 times. Brother, we are victorious. Madness. Madness. The only people in the world who celebrate lose and they call it victory is Islamic countries, specifically Arab countries. The president of Syria, he celebrated victory in 1973, but he lost the Golan Height, which is a very extremely strategic location. The Israeli now, they can see with their own telescope people walking inside Damascus. This is how important those location is. But he claimed that he is victorious. All right. I saw that, Jack. I saw it. Actually, yes. In the 1948, if you read, if you actually, there's a movie about it, about how Israel win the war. It was literally a miracle because it was a small, tiny army. They don't really have any arms. And then I think they got 4 volunteers who float. They fly with their airplanes from USA all the way through the ocean, all the way to Israel. The first 2 airplanes, they've been destroyed like by accident in the first, I think, 2 days in the war. But the Arab Muslims, they thought that Israel have a lot of airplanes, so there was a huge caravan of army coming to attack. And then the 2 airplanes, they start bombing. So the Arab, they said to themselves, oh, look what the 2 airplanes they did. They thought maybe they have 100 of them, but this is the only 2 airplanes the Israeli army have, which means if the Arab at that time they continue, they really will win the war. they will win guaranteed, because the Jews are very small in number. The number of soldiers coming from the Muslims are by a huge number, and they are no match. No match, no way. 2 airplanes is the one who established Israel. It made the Muslims believe that they have a lot of those and we better leave and run. And this is history. And the Jews, they don't hide that. They say, you know, you go and read their history. They say this what happened. You know. And the Muslims, they say to us, how in the Bible, in the Old Testament, it says that your God will release the lying spirit, right? Well, you want to attack the ones who the Lord want to protect them? You will be fooled. You fooled yourself. The lying spirit is upon you. If the Lord, he want Jerusalem to be taken by the Muslims, they will take it. You know, as long there's still people in this country believe in the Lord, Israel will stay exist. The day the whole country will forsake the Lord, the whole country will collapse. Okay, Timothy, it's time for you to go, my friend. You see, I know how the evil one right away. We are not talking about the Catholic, and this guy start talking about Catholic. They are trying to disturb us in what we do. You are not welcome, my friend. In this place here, there's no Catholic, there's no Protestant. Anyone speak against Catholic or Protestant or Orthodox, I will send you free shipping and handling to Allah. As simple as that. Is my warning clear? The second you attack, I will consider you a Muslim. I will consider you a Muslim trying to divide the Christians. I will kick you out. I will send you to Allah. Let Allah be happy with you. He will give you a hug, Allah. Look how stupid they are. We are showing them in the screen how Allah will spread hatred and enmity. And look what they do. Obviously, he's a Muslim. Even if you claim to be Christian, you are a Muslim for me. Because you are serving the devil. You are serving Allah, who want to string the Christians by enmity. Don't play with the Christian prince, my friend. Don't. Even Christian prince, he don't dare to play with the Christian prince. He will lose. You believe it, guys? Once I played chess with myself, I lost. Unbelievable. True story. Sahih al-Bukhari. Don't do that. Do we have any Muslim here? What is the Muslims? I mean, what's happening here? Radwan Musa. We go. We have a Muslim here. Hello? Are you there, my friend? Hello? Yes. Are you there? Oh, you have a bad. See how lucky we are. When we get a Muslim, he have a bad internet. There we go. All right. Take care. Look how lucky I am today. The first thing we need in order to win the war against the devil is to be united, and then knowledge. A house which is divided, anyone can take it down. So we have to be a strong house. And this house have only one Lord. That is the Messiah. It's not a priest. It's not a Christian prince. It's none of us. Our guidance and our Lord is the Lord, the Messiah. So before we speak about knowledge, we have to have faith, and we have to be strong, and we have to be united, so we can be divided and get busy fighting each other. Fight those who make you fight yourself. Because when you fight your brother in Christ, you are fighting yourself. Actually, you are hurting yourself. You think you are winning, you are losing. What some people do is like, he have a mirror in the front of him, and he shoot at the mirror, and supposedly this is a different person. It's you. Different is in the front of you, there's an actual person. Let us love our brothers and sisters in Christ. Be united, be one by him. Do we have any Abdul? We are out of Abdul. Very dry. All the Abdul are drunk. All of them. I wish one day I will be able to establish like an organization where all of us Christians can meet together and work together, and it doesn't matter. Nobody asks the other person what church you go to. Nobody care if you are a Protestant or a Catholic or an Orthodox. What we care for, how much we can serve and do better. How much we can compete with each other. Let us say, like sometimes I receive text from Christians saying to me, you should not say that to the Muslims, you are being somehow rude, etc. What about we compete about how to be nice, and let us see if you can bring more Muslims to Christ more than me. Don't say to them the word I say. Like he said to me, don't say ignorant. Okay, you don't say it. Let us see how many people they will believe in Jesus because of you don't say ignorant, the word ignorant. You do it. Okay, a Muslim, he said he will not call me now because he is saying, I respect that, he is saying he is no match. So he said, give me 2 weeks from now. Okay. It's a lot of vitamin, my friend. I advise you to take 20 years from now. You think in 2 weeks you can debate me? Give me a break. Quran talk about enmity among Christians, covenant, not people Allah caused, Protestant, worshiping Mary. Grace, that is very stupid of you, my friend, to say that the Catholic worship Mary. And let me make a challenge for you. Can you show me one Catholic page in the internet say we worship Mary? Can you find me one book says we worship Mary? Or you are a certified donkey who say things without knowing? Oh boy, we have a big storm. I hope it will not lose electricity. The wind is so strong. Who said to you that the Catholic they worship Mary, you idiot? You want to say to me that the Catholic they pray saying Hail Mary? Don't you know that you idiot that this is a verse in the Bible? Well, they don't worship a statues. I agree that the statues is wrong, but this is not worshiping statues. Don't lie. Don't lie. Please don't lie. If they don't worship Mary herself, they worship a statue. Come on. Don't be stupid, my friend. Be honest if you claim to be Christian. The Catholic, they have a Trinity, and the Trinity is the Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit, not Mary. So stop being foolish. Same time, I warn you, Catholic make statues and worship Mary. Okay, get lost from here. You are a liar. They make statues, yes, but nobody worship Mary. Secondly, I don't agree with making statues, but you make statues too. You have a statues in your home, but you do not know. The Catholic, they make a statues of Mary because they love Mary. You have in your house pictures of yourself, pictures of your family. So if you are allowing yourself to have a picture of your family, well, why you are being hypocrite? Why you take selfie? And you, isn't it the Bible says don't take images, don't make images? You will say to me, I'm not taking images to worship. Yes, you don't do, and the Catholic, they don't. If there is a Catholic, he worship a statues, that's mean he is no Christian. As simple as that. Anyone who worship a statues, he is no Christian. But I never heard of a Catholic he do so. You will say to me that some they believe that I saw some like statues, they are crying, blood is coming from their eyes. I don't know how truthful that is, but still nobody worship statues. That's not true. Not to pray to Mary, that's not true. The Catholic, they ask Mary to pray for them. They don't pray to Mary.